Ruben here, and what we're going to demonstrate right now is the Raspberry Pi functioning wirelessly in an outdoor environment. So our setup, look over here, we've got a wireless router set up to AC power. So that is maybe one thing that does have to be wired, but other than that, this is a wireless Wi-Fi router, a Netgear common little dealio. We've got that connected to a low specification laptop, and it's set up on a local network to the Wi-Fi router. So we don't require any internet. We don't need actual internet. It's just communicating between this and our Raspberry Pi that's all the way out there. You might see that small red light. We're going to get closer in just a second. We're going to show that we can access that distance, which should simulate about the distance between the pitcher's mound and the dugout, which I looked up online is about maybe 60 feet. We go in here into the Putty software, and I'm going to put the IP address for the Raspberry Pi. There we are. We can log in as Pi, place in a password. Bada bing. And we are now in the file system for the Raspberry Pi, so that as it collects information from the accelerometers, it'll be able to move that info into a Python program, and then ultimately into MATLAB, so we can work with the data. So I'll show some scripts right here. ls is a list. It shows the files that are in that directory. We can move to, I can open up a file that I made earlier. Cat documents research progress. So when I click enter, it'll read back text that I had input, and it's saved on the Raspberry Pi. It reads, got the Pi working outside at Avalon Apartments. So to give a bit of judge of distance between here and there, here's where I'm working in front of this, I don't really know what this building is. It's kind of like the post office area. Go into the parking lot. I checked on Google Maps. There's a distance. There's about a good 60 feet across this lot. And then right here is where we have our Raspberry Pi working on battery power. So these are usually plugged in to AC power in a wall. And instead, we've got a power bank powering it. So we've got a proof of concept that it should work in our applications for the baseball pitchers. Alrighty, over and out.